Right, welcome back to another video. So in this one I just wanted to give you some tips if you're planning to do the West Highland Way next year. So this is a 97-mile walk from just in the outskirts of Glasgow, from Milngavie up past Loch Lomond, through the Highlands into Glencoe and onto Fort William. It seems to be becoming a very much more popular walk. So I've done it a few times and I'm actually planning to go back next year, so looking forward to that. My first tip would be to do it in April, which I did a couple of years ago. The reason being, first of all, it's quiet. This is a very popular trail. People come from all over the world internationally to come and do this hike. So I would recommend April, because that's when the lights obviously coming back. Well, it starts to come back in February, but that's when the campsites open, but it's noticeably quiet on the trail. And also there's no midges, there's no bugs. So I've done it in August, I've done it in April. August is absolutely horrendous for midges in the Scottish Highlands. They're all over the campsites. You'll still probably have a great time, as I did, but definitely go in April. Also, there'll still be some snow on the tops of the mountains. Yes, the weather still might be pretty unpredictable, but it's going to be a lot better for you to go in April. The second tip would be to do it over, I'd say do it over 5 or 6 days. I've seen some people trying to do it in 3 days, which they've done, and they're sort of showing off. Done it in 3 days, done the West Highland Way in 3 days, but you really want to go and experience Scotland and just hammer through the West Highland Way in 3 days, and then go home. Don't you want to do it over sort of 5 or 6 days and appreciate the surroundings and experience Scotland for what it is, because it's the most stunning spiritual place that I've ever been to. So I'd recommend definitely to do it over sort of 5 or 6 days. So that's my second tip. The third tip would be to watch videos and stuff. I've always sort of said this. There's loads of resources for planning this walk. Just type in West Highland Way into YouTube, and you'll get about 1,000 search results. 1,000 videos will come back. So I would just do some research. I've got a video on my channel if you want to watch that. I did it about 3 years ago, and I'm planning to go back next year to do it again. So yeah, there's various sort of Facebook groups and things. I'd get the is it Harvey's map? You can get sort of a map of the trail. I think I've got something like that. It's very well signposted. Right from the off, really, you'll see the white Scottish thistle regularly. It's very, very well signposted, so you don't need to worry too much about getting lost. But obviously, take a map. If you can download the trail onto a navigation map on your phone, definitely do that. The far out guides seem to be quite good, because there's different things on there when you get to towns. It recommends like restaurants or cafes or places to go. I briefly had a bit of experience with that Far Out app last summer. So yeah, go in April. Plan it, watch videos, do it over 5 or 6 days. What else could I say? I would say probably take, there's a stretch between that I've done where I started at Bainglass campsite, and a lot of people go right all the way through to the Bridge of Walkie from there. That's about an 18-mile day. It's very tough, especially after you've just come from past Loch Lomond, because the stretch from the Inversnaid Hotel in the middle of Loch Lomond to the end of Loch Lomond is by far the toughest hiking I've ever done, and I'm not the only one that sort of said that. You're going over boulders, rocks, tree roots, and it's really tough on the feet, and you feel it the next day. So the next day, I would say do a short day to Tindrum. Tindrum's like what you would say a class as a major town on the West Highland Way. There's like restaurants, there's like fish and chip shops. There's the Green Welly stop, which is quite expensive for getting, replenishing your food supply and all that sort of thing. So I would take a day in Tindrum. You've got a nice short day from Bainglass, 7 miles or so, 8 miles, 9 miles, something like that, to Tindrum. Stay in a bunkhouse in Tindrum. that would be something that I would highly recommend to do. So those really are my main tips, really. If you've got any questions about the West Highland Way, drop me a comment below, because I've done it a couple of times. I've backpacked it. I've stayed in a few bunkhouses along the way on that route. You're going to have a fantastic time. If you've not done the West Highland Way before, I highly recommend you do it. If you're thinking about a hike next year, it's just by far one of the best hikes that I've ever done. It's manageable. It's definitely doable, because you can do it in a week. So it's just shy of 100 miles. Spectacular mountain scenery. You're going to go through Glencoe. You're going to see all these fantastic Scottish Highland mountains. You're going to go past Loch Lomond. Great campsites are available as well. There's some really good campsites along the way. There's honesty boxes. You'll see people doing the trail. It's quite sociable. Busy months, obviously, being the summer. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it. As I say, drop me a comment below if you are interested. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, share the video, and yeah, have a good Christmas and New Year. And I'm hoping to get out next weekend on a hike. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.